Okay, form two groups. Okay.
One.
Did I have one?
Okay, 1 minute.
Okay, group one, then group two. Okay, each group will analyze the concept of cognitive and metacognitive processes. Okay, using Venn diagram, write the characteristics, definitions, and functions of each elaborate circle. Di ba, familiar naman ba ni Venn? Similarities of bilang. So then, collaborate with your group members to complete the diagram accurately. After 5 minutes, present and explain your answers to the class. Again, ang dual concept ay cognitive of metacognitive process. Sige, go. The picture mo, picture na lang, like niya po at the picture na, o sulat niyo. Sige, 5 minutes.
Pusa mo?
Start with group 1. Kaya puro bagtak, wala po.
Okay, greetings to each and everyone, especially in the presence of our instructor, the one and only, the most likely, Ma'am John. We were taught to make a Venn diagram, compare and contrast the two topics. This includes the cognitive processes and the metacognitive processes. Now, when we say cognitive processes, it is about thinking, learning, and doing. Whereas metacognition, it is thinking about thinking. So, what are the things that includes cognitive processes? It includes acquiring knowledge, understanding information, remembering and recalling, solving problems, analyzing and reasoning, applying concepts, performing tasks, and processing unit. Now, when we say metacognition, what are those? It is thinking about thinking, planning how to learn, monitoring progress, evaluating understanding, checking for errors, adjusting strategies, reflecting on performance, knowing how and when to think, and self-regulation. Now, those tools are the definition of cognitive and metacognitive processes. Now, what are those similarities? What are the similarities between the two? It is mental processes because, of course, both includes the mind. Essential for learning because without the mind, how can you learn? Involve the brain, of course, balik siya. Work together. Yes, mag-work together. Aid in understanding and used in academic tasks. Now, lastly, when we say cognition, it is the act of thinking and learning. Whereas metacognition, it is the management and awareness of that thinking. They work together. Cognition does the work, while metacognition guides and improves it. That would be all. Thank you.
How about group 2? No, pareho pa naman dapat sila.
Mabalik yung kapag
Ano na balik? Dapat duwa ka.
Hala ka!
Are you ready? Okay. Good day, everyone. So we need to identify the differences and the similarities between the metacognitive processes and cognitive processes. So first is the differences. So cognitive processes is the basic mental operation used to acquire knowledge. So as according to discuss ganihan ni ma'am, and first order thing doing the thinking, and also is to process information directly and the task itself and during the task. And then the metacognition process is the higher order skills to monitor, this is the regulate your cognitive processes, and second order thinking, which is the thinking about thinking, and plan, monitor, and evaluate your information. So this involves monitor and evaluate. So especially nga sa metacognition is appeal dito ang mag-regulate and also mag-plan and monitor, and before, during, and after the task, and your approach to the task. And then the similarities is both involve thinking.
Okay. Now let's proceed. Okay, next. How was your experience? Was it easy or difficult? Ano activity? And then, next na lang ang general topic.
How was your experience in the
Dahil na po. Ikaw, how was the activity? Easy na ba?
So far, very good.
Go Jackson! Ibawi ang attendance. But how was your experience doing the activity? Or wala siya ay, sabi ko na siya. Thank you too. Easy, then explain. Difficult, then explain.
It was moderate. Why? Because we have hard time in finding the difference between the meta-cognitive and the cognition process. What about?
Alam mo, kabastos yun sa nag-explain. Okay, how about what general topic can be derived based on the activity?
Group 1,
Di ko pinili.
Comparison of?
Between the cognitive processes and metacognitive.
Okay. Like, do you think Venn diagram? Data din no, ilang differences and their similarities. So, mag-start na din sa, pwede na picture cognitive. So, it is a mental process of acquiring, organizing, and using knowledge. Cognitive, thinking.
rows, letters.
As mentioned, memorizing them, recall. Then, dapat ginamit mo na knowledge. Using knowledge. Next, it focuses on thinking, learning, and understanding. Next, it involves processes like memory, attention, and problem solving. So, dili lang enough ang memorization. Tapos, problem solving. So, same. Oo, kaya na ang proponent sa cognition or cognitive kasi J. So, in short, hindi kay more on one lang, no? Kung saan pa may yung ma-explain na ni? So, if learning nyo ang cognitive o metacognitive, asa ang mas deep? Ang mas metacognitive. Ano ba? Kaya
Cognitive is yung starting point when you're trying to learn something, like you're going to understand the lesson, but after acquiring that knowledge, how are you going to interpret that knowledge, which is mo na ito ang part ng metacognitive. You're thinking outside, so saan mo na-learn?
oo, kaya metacognition, kaya awareness naman, kabalo naman kayo. Yung naman ni epekto na strategy or wala, stop ba ni or i-continue. Compared sa cognition, cognitive, aware ka sa knowledge. Pero ang strategy ka ha, so hindi na siya pumasok sa metacognitive. So na dire, awareness and regulation of one's own thinking processes. Then metacognitive knowledge, the knowledge people have about their own cognitive processes. Na-mention naman ni kayo na metacognitive regulation. And types of knowledge, declarative, procedural, self-regulating, meta-cognitive knowledge. Pag-ibasa sa declarative, group 1. Declarative.
Knowledge involves self as a learner, factors that influence learning and memory, and the skills, strategies, and sources needed to perform a task.
Okay, so maulit siya ang what? Okay, knowing
What I heard.
or what I know. Next, procedural.
Knowledge.
Know.
Knowing how to use strategies in different occasions or conditions.
Okay, as to dili kay knowing how to use strategies in different occasions. So, can you give an example? Procedural. How to use them?
Procedural knowledge such as following instructional materials or instructional materials and items below. I mean, for example, recipes. It includes procedural knowledge because it is a step-by-step process. You're learning through step-by-step process na procedural.
Okay, so ako din know kay how. Example, step by step. Next, self-regulating knowledge, knowing the condition as to when to apply. Hindi na siya when and why to apply. The procedures and strategies to ensure completion of the task. While metacognitive knowledge, group 2,
As well as individual knowledge of one's own learning processes. Example, a student may know that he will be more productive if he studies his role by using studies in the library.
Pinalipod mo, kailangan mo mag-study ng music or gusto niyo ilong?
Ilong.
Kasi kailangan ng ilong. How about gusto ng music? Agad po na music if solving. Pero kung reading lang siya, mga sa inyong style or technique sa pag-study. Question.
In my case, I would prefer in terms of studying, I would be alone in my room, and I would use some materials such as whiteboard. Yeah, I have a whiteboard in my room because I utilize it in terms of grasping the lesson. Like I'm the one teaching, although I don't have any audiences, because what I'm teaching is something that I'm already absorbing the lesson.
Come on, now we work. Ito yung gamit. Siya nagagamit sa whiteboard.
Sa ako, mami, mas prefer ko sa learning ako is kanang disabled passive, which is solitary. So, mas better ang akong learning or ang pag-study time during kung ako ra isa. And then, one thing po, galing Hillman technique bitaw nga mo sinon kay ako ay kanang ilabi na nga ang mga words is dili ka siya comprehension, hindi siya memorization. So mas prefer ko Hillman technique. And kani pong Pomodoro technique kay mas ganahan ko ani kay time management bitaw kay what if tag-asking lesson then mag-focus sa usa ka topic. So ang resulta na is mag-behind ko nimong ubang topic. So I use the Pomodoro technique para ma-manage na ko akong time which is para po na may rest bitaw 5 minutes rest and 20 minutes straight to on and planning or mga so on. And also kanang visual kailangan jud sa akong table is na ay colorful. Kay dili ko katuon basta walay colorful kay mura ako kinabuhi kay glass.
Wala ka na niya. Dapat siya technique ka mo na may mga tinatawag.
Wala pa.
Ano na mga examples na mention kay After? Metacognitive processes. Okay, next proceed na sa ilang similarities. Again, paano sila? Involve mental thinking and mental process. Support learning and understanding. They work together to improve academic performance. Require processing, organizing, and apply knowledge, of course. Then essential for effective problem solving and decision making. Isa yung nakakapag dili. Ako po dili sa part.
Yes,
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Ano ba?
They will all work together, ma'am. Interconnected. Interrelated. They will work together. It is important for learning.
Okay, thank you.
Think smart, act smarter. Think
Okay,
smart.
yeah.
Pause, ma'am.
Kung kamu iwan ang
I don't have the lyrics. Okay, number one.
So, nagkakaroon knowledge in dito sa mga daan na knowledge, then metacognitive analyzing before analyzing the trend. Then number 3 is procedural, so there is a framework and kung saan niya gamitin ito, then last is regulating, given by the fact na ina-assess na sarili niya pag gumagamit ito.
Okay, thank you. Ay, number. Okay, Ponce. Ponce. Sir,
Laura's for number one is very because she knows how to recall information and memorize by those things it needs to do. The number two is metacognition cognitive knowledge because he is aware about some things and then very good at better. And then number three is procedural knowledge because the statement or the present word how. And then the number four is self-regulating knowledge because she knows what to do. Like that.
okay, thank you.